What's going on, guys? This is Tybone Skyberg here. Today we're taking a look at the another toy review. Today we're taking a look at the Saban's Power Rangers from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lord Drakkon Legacy Collection figure from Bandai America, but it's only on Power Morphicon exclusives. Oh wow, Power Morphicon exclusives? Really? So, well, I really don't know what to say to this. So, and guess what? I didn't pick this figure, but I just got a contest winner. So, if you've seen in the community, it says like, it tells you or not. And of course, I want to give the shout out to this person here before I'm going to do it in a review with this figure that comes with the package. And I wanted to give the shout out to Christian Notice, the Power Rangers guy. If you've seen it in his YouTuber channel, go check them out. There's the link below, and here's a screenshot when it tells you. Christian Notice, Power Rangers guy. If you see me watching me this, thank you so much to meet me at this first winner with this figure, man. And yeah, I really don't know what to say is. And yeah, I was going to about to review with this, and I'm joined with this figure. And to tell you the truth, I never been this Power Morphicon before. I seen a couple times, like every 2 years. But I went to the Ranger stop like every year, but like it's only when I get around. So. And yeah, Lord Drakkon figure. So it was amazing. So yeah. So Christian, the Power Rangers guy, thank you so much for the contest winner, the first winner I got. So and yeah, here's how my flashback. My story is because when I was having fun with at the Ranger stop the 3 times. I just seen this package is the same exactly when I was at the Ranger stop, and then I asked him how much is that at this figure, and the one person told me like it was $100, and I was like, really? Well, I skipping on it until I had to wait until to figure out, and a few months later, like this year, I just got a contest winner. If you've seen the community with the images, so. Like I said before, so I posted on an Instagram, especially YouTube, on the community with the images. My first time, I was trying to show you. Yeah, I was trying to tell you about this. So Christian, the Power Rangers guy, thank you so much for these. I just got this figure right here. So anyway, let's start with this package right here. And this image looks like it's not the same as accurate like at the original show, but it came for the Boom Comics. Am I correctly? Yes. So look at this image from. It's pretty intense, like from the comic book version. So I just don't know what to say it is. So I think it's released like last year, was its only Power Morphicon exclusive, and of course, this is the last Bandai America was final figure comes out before Hasbro taking over for some reason. That's the reason why it is. So anyway, let's talk about this cover. It looks like it was like if you see right here this image, I'm gonna pick them up and look at this, man. I really do like the fact that like it was images that's just like in the comic book version, and of course Tommy Oliver was the evil again. Oh my god, really? And it looks pretty intense, you know. And of course, this Lord Drakkon Legacy Collection. Well, I do have the Mighty Morphin figures. I want to talk about the comparison later. It says that there's a sticker on it. It says Power Morphicon exclusive. And of course, it says you got the 25 years later, the power. So that this is a sticker on it for 25 years. And like last year, right now it's 26 years later, but this year until August. So, and of course, there's images. And of course, there's the Saban's Power Rangers. The logo looks like before that they changes the new logo. I do like the fact is that. And of course, let me see if you have, this is the same thing on the left. And of course, there's a Bandai on the top. And not much information, it's just scattered, and not much, it's just a smoker effect, just like at the front, and of course, right, the title is right here, and like that, same thing, but it's a different one, and of course, the figure himself on the back are not much, and you could pause it, read it if you can, what this is all about. Well, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #9 from Boom Comics. I didn't expect that because the evil version of a Tommy Oliver, the alternate universe, I was like, wow. So you can read a pause set if you can. I didn't know this. So let's open up this. It's a slick cover for not to get damaged also. And here it is once again, and there is a figure inside, just like the regular package looks like. Oh, and of course the lightning bolts, which has come out exactly the cover. So anyway, so it looks like, yep, just like the Mighty Morphin. There's a Mighty Morphin logo, and there it is. Not much, like this. And and here's the same image from, but the different ones, nice pose. Oh, and there's information. There is a Saban Brands, Bandai America logo, and there's information on that. So. Alright, let's get this open at this figure and wait for it until what happens, guys. We'll see. Alright, here's Lord Drakkon Legacy Collection figure out of the packaging. Well, I gotta say this, it looks pretty... It's very fancy figure, but I do close about this, man. So, alright guys, so here's Lord Drakkon figure comes out of the packaging. I gotta say this, it looks pretty good, but I do like the fact is that I do love everything is on there, so I do like the fact there's everything in there. Now, before looking at the figure himself, let's talk about the accessories. There's not much. In here it comes with the holder from the Tommy's Green Ranger, the Drakkon dagger on it. Well, it's much as the same as the regular, but you can tell it's on there and you can see a focus. Like at that point. So now if you've seen what the Drakkon dagger looks like, it's much as the same as the regular, but so far I can tell that it's like this color gold is very fancy gold color, but it's almost, it looks like identical. The Drakkon dagger looks like, and you can put pulsing on right there, and yeah, that's not much. As to say, it's just like the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger figure that I got. So now let's talk about Saba himself. It's not much. It's much as the same as like, okay, its color gold is very different. It's just like a fancy gold color, but it's different, just like the figure itself. And you can see it, pay attention, like it's almost identical. Looks like it's the same thing. So I do have the regular figures that I have. It's looks identical. Right? So, anyway, that's not much it has to say this and accessories and comes out itself. Alright, let's talk about Tommy, known as Lord Drakkon figure himself. So, I do love the fact that I never read this Boom Comics before, but not my knowledge, but I do are familiar, just like at the actual show. But here, Lord Drakkon, it wasn't until Boom Comics came along. I was like, okay, so... I don't know. It's not much. I'm not familiar with this comic, but I do know about this figure. But what's the Lord Drakkon means? I was like, I'm gonna look up research. What does that mean or not? So, and I do love the fact that look at seeing you can see the color green, shiny sparkles around. I do like the fact that I'm trying to turn it on my iPod Touch because I want to see what's it look like. Yeah, it looks very fancy gold color to me, but don't use like. Look when they done hurting Gold Ranger figure from Power Ranger Zeo from Legacy Collection, then turn into a butterscotch mustard colored. Oh, really? Nah, what have you done with it, Bandai? I don't know. But this one here, it's not. I mean, it looks very safe. But the Mighty Morphin has fancy gold color or the regular gold color, but the Zeo wasn't. So, but anyway, look at this design here. I do love the fact is that the symbol looks like it's different. It looks like a Dragon Sword. So, and I do love the fact is that. And speaking of that, that color looks like you can see here. Or not, because if you see this little bit loose color green in here, and of course the symbol. Right here, that's the main problem right here. Don't waste them up. If I did, I just want to, how is the articulation looks. And speaking of articulation, I'll talk about that later. And the body design is much as the same as just like the other ones, like Mighty Morphin male figures, including here as well. And And speaking of that point, it looks amazing, and I do love the helmet. I do like the helmet. It looks like it's pure evil, just like a Mighty Morphin Greedo White, but in a combination, I don't know. So this is a Lord Drakkon figure, and I do love the Morphers is very color gold. I do love the fact is, and then of course I do love the color green. It's like a gloves. Oh my god, it looks amazing. And speaking of joints, I'm gonna talk about that later. Some that happened. The rest of them is fine, but I'll talk about it later. And look at this. I do love this color green, the belt on that point, and the bodysuit, just like the White Ranger, and it's the same body mold, it's just like the other ones, like I said before. And of course, I do love the boots, fancy gold color again, and the color green. I do love the fact that this gold color here. So. And speaking, I love this and then this on the parts right here. Now, all right, let's start with the articulation and let's see what happens. Okay, you got, I try to mess around and here it goes. Okay, you got a little bit, not much. Oh, okay, you got 360 here and not nitpick a little bit on that because it's got right here. And of course, you got the shoulder joint like this, and of course, a 360. Oh, okay, you got a little bit that side. Okay. Well, whatever. And of course, it's the same thing. I'm just trying to mess around like this. And of course, you got the elbows and you got the 316. Just like the same joints like the ones that I have already. And a waist joint, let me see. Oh, okay. You got waist joint, which I didn't expect that. And an M crunch on the other hand. Looks like it, yeah. Just like the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger figure that I got. Oh, really, Bandai? It's very fast joints. Ab crunch, right? It goes like this, right? It's not a big deal, but I do the fact is not this. Can you put a little bit harder before time is running out? Like this, right? And yeah, it's not that loose actually. I was worried about. So anyway, and of course you got the kit back and not okay. You got a little bit that side of the kit back, and of course the kit forward, and of course in the knee joint. And let's see what the knee joint looks like. And like this, it's the same thing, just like I used to have the reviewing. And you got a knee joint like this, and of course. The ankle up and down, and of course you got ankle pivot. Yes, thank you for that ankle pivot. I do love the fact this. So that's like Lord Drakkon Legacy Collection for you guys. And here's my comparisons with Legacy Collection Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 6.5 inches figure with Dino Megazord with built-in Megazord. Well, if you've seen in my previously where I have this figures here, go check them out. It's in and on my channel, and there's the link below. And yeah, here's my comparisons here. Let's see, as much as the same as like Jason has same size like the Lord Drakkon alongside, but the females on the other hand, it's not that big because his figures is too short. But the males figures, Mighty Morphin Black and Blue are almost as tallest. Now the two Tommies on the other hand is almost as exactly like identical the muscular figure, including Mighty Morphin Black, Red, and Blue, except the females because it's less as muscular or not. So Lord Drakkon on the other hand is much as the same height and the same size. So now the White Ranger, if you've seen that this shiny, I'm not too sure the Lord Drakkon because this has shiny or not, but because it's regular or not. So here's my comparisons with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy Collection for you guys. And here's my comparison. Once again, you have a Lord Drakkon on the left, and of course I got Dino Megazord with built-in Megazords from my previously video. If you've seen it, go check them out once again. So we're entirely one video. So I gotta say this. Here's my comparisons. I think it's Lord Drakkon is as tall as that in Megazord. So, but you have to build the Megazord from Bandai America. So, no weapons that I don't have. So, yeah, you have to come with a power sword with the shiny Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, but it's only San Diego Comic Con exclusive, I believe. Yes, so, but sadly though. And yeah, so here's my comparison here. So that's much as tall as this one. So maybe I do get that. And there's not much it has to say this. So here's my comparison once again for you guys. So, my final thoughts with Lord Drakkon Legacy Collection from Bandai America for this only Power Morphicon exclusive. I gotta say this, I do love this figure a lot because I do like it's as much as the same body mold just like the rest of them, the ones that I have. Except the helmet, I do like that if you've seen this image that I showed you before from the package. And the weapons, as much as the same as that I have, the Mighty Morphin Green and White Rangers. So, the body molds as much as the same as this one's. And I do like the fancy gold colors here. And the fancy gold and color green, sparkling. I was trying to show you once again. And you can see one. And the helmets, I do like the fact is that the helmet looks different. Just like the comic book version, if you've seen the cover here. That's a good thing right here. But there's some a little bit bad part is you can see a Lord Drakkon here, the symbol on Sun Scratch and some others on there, especially here. Did I mention it before? Maybe seeing if I put on a yeah, it's right here. It's not that bad, but I was trying to mess around with the articulation before I try to do that. So anyway, but the rest of them is fine. I do like the fact is that, and you can see right here, I do like that I was trying to put a nice pose that's just like the image right here. And of course, like this. So, and the rest of them, I do like the fact is, and I never read this Boom Comics before, so I do know about this figure a lot. So, now, Tommy Oliver is Lord Drakkon. He's pure evil again. It reminds me of Green and Evil episodes 5 parts from the Mighty Morphin. So, if you've seen it previously, Tommy Oliver is Jason David Frank as the previously different seasons like Mighty Morphin, Zeo Turbo, and of course Dino Thunder. And of course there's a cameos on it, for example. And if you've seen it, you get the idea. So that's my final thoughts, and I do love this figure a lot because it's I like everything that's on there. So my final ratings for this figure, originally I was gonna go give a 10 on a 10, but I want to give like 10 out of the 9.5 because I do like the fact that everything that's on there. So I do like this figure a lot, but there's some little bit, not much. Oh, and speaking in the joints, it's not that loose and the M crunch, just like the Mighty Morphin Green, but it's not that bad. But the rest of them, articulation, it's fine. But I forgot to mention it before, articulation, it's not that bad. So anyway, so that's my final ratings is 10 out of the 9.5. So, almost too close. But not that loose articulation. I was talking about the M crunch, just like the Mighty Morphin Green. But the rest of them, it's fine. So yeah. So that's Lord Drakkon Legacy Collection from Bandai America. But it's only Power Morphicon exclusives. So here's again, once again, I want to give a shout out to, once again, is Christian, notice the Power Rangers guy. Thank you very much for this. I just got the contest winner. This is for you, bro. So I really don't know what to say this, and I want to keep like that for my collection. I want to put it back the way it is on the package. So anyway, so shout out to you once again. Check out the Power Rangers guy. It's on his YouTube channel. There's the link below. Go check them out. So, all right. So that's my Lord Drakkon Legacy Collection figure. And that's it. So, and anyway, don't forget, click like, comments below, don't forget subscribe, and check out the icon bell notifications in case you missed it or not. So, anyway, and stay tuned for more toy reviews. It's coming. Alright, so that's it. So, anyway, so this is Tybone Skyberg, and I'll see you around, guys, and happy toy hunting, and of course, my contest winner. So happy toy hunting, and take care.